Hey everyone, heading back to the East Coast today. I'm at the airport already. I'm in Oakland actually. Heading back to BWI. We had a great summit, as you all, if you've been following, you know that everybody was pretty darn exuberant. I interviewed everybody important there at the summit. I'll be putting those videos together over the next week or so once I get back and rest up. I'm going to arrive in Baltimore this afternoon. But I figured I'd jump on here while I'm at the airport. I'm waiting. I have another half hour before I board my flight. You have any questions about the Q&A? I'm sure you do. The Q&A was a little more. There was a lot of people there, 150, I think I heard. So the team was up there. As usual, they're not going to talk about a roadmap. We know that. They're not going to talk about a roadmap. But they did talk about some other things. And one of the things that I thought was interesting is somebody gave a compliment to DaVinci Resolve, which was really cool. That's because I use it as my second editor, so. Well, I'll be putting together, thank you for the thumbs up, it's appreciated. I'll be putting together some clips that I shot. I shot a lot of the sessions. I mean, not the full sessions. I tried to get everybody covered, at least for a short 5-minute segment or so. Some of the sessions I did do full. I did do iJustine, the full thing. I did the Q&A, the full one, and I did Storm Smith, the entire presentation for all of those. I don't think I'll be posting those. Maybe I'll do some Q&A, some of the Final Cut Pro tips and tricks session. Of course, we couldn't film anything at the Final Cut Pro team Q&A. There's no photographs, nothing allowed there, so that is not. We know that going in. As a matter of fact, when we got to the Apple Park on Monday, and I couldn't take they say no professional cameras. I was standing there in the morning and Ian Anderson came up to me and said, no, you can't take that camera into Apple Park. I said, it's going to be in the bag. The lens is going to be off. He goes, it doesn't make any difference. They don't allow professional cameras in, so I had to go back to the hotel and drop it off. No big deal. Took the Uber up, took an Uber back. Had a great time. I want to thank my sponsors, Core Melt, a Hedge for this side, Core Melt that side, and Future Media Concepts, of course, and also you listeners, the viewers. You bought me some coffees and did some exchanges of currency over there at PayPal as well. It's appreciated. It's not cheap. It's not a cheap venture coming here to the Creative Summit from the East Coast. People coming from overseas, of course, it's even more so. But this is my fifth one. Let me see, 16, 17, 18, 19, 23. My fifth Final Cut Pro Creative Summit. We broadcast over 8 hours of reporting from the Creative Summit. We're the only people that I know of that are reporting live video from the Creative Summit. But we have over 8 hours of different. I recapped each day and talked about what was going on at the summit. I did a live stream at the expo night, but the internet was spotty, so some of the video is blocky, but I think the audio comes through okay. Interviewed Steve Martin there, Mark Spencer, talked to Bradley Olson, talked to Ian Anderson, talked to the Final Cut Bro, talked to Hedge. We talked to Hedge there, and we talked to, who else did we talk to? Chris Hawking for a little bit. Those are all up. And then I just did some other random videos at the summit. I'm surprised as many people are up this morning. I thought everybody would be sleeping. It's only 5:31 on the West Coast, which is 8:30 on the East Coast. So I'll be getting back in the afternoon, like I said. But stay tuned. Final Cut TV and Coffee, and Saturday morning we'll be having a lot of these. I'll be putting together short segments, and we'll be talking about some of the video that I shot. Just wondering when Justine was on the summit, was the summit really her audience? I guess she's more social media audience. Yep, I would say so. She's also a Final Cut Pro editor as well, but she didn't hang around that long. She was here for the keynote. She's a YouTube personality, so she's got millions of followers, and she is she does use Final Cut Pro. So, and the panels were good. All the presenters that I saw were good. Had some good sessions. Storm Smith was really good. I think that's her last name. She was the one from Gallaudet University down in D.C. Thank you very much. We'll have a nice trip back home. I got about another 20 minutes before I have to board plane. And I have a direct flights, which is what I always try to get no matter where. Direct flights. We had a good time. I want to definitely thank Future Media Concepts for putting this on, and Apple. They were very cordial. Very cordial. I think it's the lighting. I did get up early though. Thank you for all your updates. Safe trip home. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank everybody for tuning in all these hours that we broadcast. This is 8 hours, 9 hours, something like that. We broadcast every day. We did recaps of what went on for the day. We'll talk more about the Q&A on Saturday, Final Cut TV and Coffee, at our normal time, 10 a.m. Eastern time. So they did finally incorporate the scrolling timeline 10.7. It could be out any day. They said later this month, but I'm so glad I made it for that. I was in the front row, as a matter of fact, sitting with my friend Serena Catania and Mike Yanovich on the other side. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, and I just wanted to touch base before I took off. And I will see you Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, Final Cut TV and Coffee. Talk to everybody later. Great summit.